The final part of this chapter is coaching. When maintaining relationships, it's really important to take a coaching stance. The role of the coach is to help someone find their own solutions rather than offering advice. Coaches ask questions to get people to uncover the answers in themselves and build their own capacity to act. Coaching is leadership development. When someone comes to you for help, your first inclination is to draw conclusions or jump in and solve the problem. But instead, you need to take time to be present and start by listening and paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is really important. It helps you spend time on this first step and it helps the person really feel heard. I have a resource on paraphrasing that I will share. Challenges in organizing usually fall into one or more of these three categories: strategic, motivational, or skills. And that's the head, the heart, or the hands. And how you coach depends on the nature of the challenge. The head means that the coachee needs to reflect or maybe think about a practice differently. The heart means the coachee needs encouragement or perhaps loving accountability. The hands means that the coachee needs resources or skill development. Once you diagnose where the challenge is, if it's head, heart, or hands, the intervene step means to gently push the coachee to create a plan for moving forward. Notice that all of these questions that you could ask the coachee in order to allow them to come up with the next steps. It's not jumping in with solutions. These questions can be matched with the head, the heart, the hands. Numbers 1 and 2 are heart questions, encouragement, and number 2 is loving accountability. Questions 3 and 4, those examples are head questions. And question 5 is an example of a hand question. Next, you step back and observe the coachee in action. Give them time and space to take steps to address their challenge and avoid the urge to do it for them. Just take one step back, however, because after some time you need to check back in and hold the coachee accountable and support them in debriefing what happened. Ask yourself, how do I help the coachee reflect on their experience? You might realize you need to do steps 1 through 4 again and support the coachee in coming up with a different plan. Or maybe it's time to celebrate success, and then you start again. Nurture a culture of coaching where you and your team constantly enable each other to find solutions to meet challenges. These are 3 articles which are further reading about coaching and about paraphrasing. Finally, remember that relationship building and one-to-one conversations work for a wide variety of stakeholders. You just need to change it slightly. You can have a one-to-one conversation with a school board member and better understand their values so that you know how to frame your commonalities. Or you could have a one-to-one with a parent to empower that parent to solve an issue with a student. In your reflection journal, make a list of possible stakeholders with which you could have or you need to have a one-to-one conversation.